Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your full moon in Capricorn reading. This reading is for the energy of the full moon in Capricorn happening on June 29th, 2026. It is at 8 degrees of Capricorn and it peaks at 7:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's take a peek at the energy that is coming through for the sign of Cancer for this full moon. First card up is what do you need to release? And full moons are all about releasing, right? Um, I do feel like nothing will come of this situation, a void of course moon. So with a void of course moon, the thing about that is it's kind of like a time of stillness. It's kind of like a time of just freeing your mind, your body, your soul of any sort of like trying to figure things out or have control over a situation. It's kind of like just a dead space where you let everything just fall where it's going to fall or land where it's going to land and then see move forward from there once this void of course moon is we're past that phase, right? So that is what I'm feeling with that energy. I feel like you cancers may need some time during this full moon to just really clear the mind, body, and soul of anything, any thoughts, any feelings, anything. Just, embrace the stillness and see what comes through of that situation, where the pieces land through that process, okay? So let's see what messages want to come up. This is from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. Any of the decks I'm using will be listed in the description box below. Follow your calling. So something's calling to you. That's very interesting. It makes a lot of sense on why I'm seeing this card roll up for you, this void of course moon, because this could very well be where, like I said, when you free your mind, body, and spirit, and then the things will fall into place. It can be the downloads are able to come through a lot easier for you. Life is opportunity at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel when I look at this that a really beautiful portal opening up for you, although it is surrounded by darkness, because I'm feeling you don't see what this is. Like this could be where, you come through this void of course moon and then there is this opening in this door of opportunity that shows up that would be the last thing you expected or thought would come through. And it could be just the thing that you have been waiting, hoping, praying, and wanting, So very interesting energy I'm seeing right now. Bask in nature. I do feel strong meditation with your energy right now. I'm just going to say that. And I'm a firm believer in being outside. Like I myself personally, I'm not just somebody who gets there and says, oh, you should go outside and meditate. I literally spend hours each and every single day. Right now during this season in the center of my garden, right? And just being at one with nature. I'd be mindful of the animals, like the birds and the squirrels and all the little critters that come a visiting, right? So I do feel like that is something that can be very beneficial for you. Again, maybe you'd love to be outside and meditate. And I'm not telling you got to walk in the middle of the woods, because that's not everybody does that. Not everybody even wants to do that. It could be you grab a lawn chair. It could be you sit right on the grass. It can be you just get outside and stare at the clouds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can remember times of that too, where I would just lay on the ground and stare at the clouds and recognize the different shapes that I would see in the sky and, get a lot of signs and synchronicities. I'm feeling this is very important for you. Look at this optimism. There's that portal. This is the same portal that I see in this first one right there. Let me see if I can lift this up a little bit without messing everything up. You see the portal right there in the first card? Sorry, I just don't want to mess this all up. I feel like that it's getting closer. It's like you're getting closer towards this door of opportunity is how I'm feeling. Let me pull one more card out of this deck. Stay optimistic, keep your your vibes high, right? Don't let the things resolve the conflict. I feel this is an internal conflict, and I feel like that's why it's saying to me about you going within. Stay in the flow. right? I feel like this is about going with the flow. And like I said, there feels to me like there's a conflict within oneself, but I feel if you can get into that meditation, if you can back and get out into nature, right? Stay optimistic and take the time, like literally consciously take the time to just free your mind, body, and spirit. I feel like the resolution, whatever that may be, will come through to you from when your mind is clear and free from trying to figure it out on your own. I feel like you'll receive the download. And I do feel there is something that's got to be released, and that could be part of what's bothering you. It feels like it's an internal thing. Something's going on. I feel like you recognize something, and maybe you don't exactly know what to do about it, how to go about it, something like that. So again, take the time. It's make the conscious choice and effort to go within to free your mind, body, and spirit of all thoughts and about any of it, and allow the information, the downloads to just come through. First card coming out is the King of Earth. I feel like you're looking for, I mean, to me, this can be a person, but my initial intuition is saying to me, you're trying to master something in your earthly realm. I feel like it's your stability within your home, a relationship, your finances, resources, your work, something like that. Bottom of the deck. Like, I feel there's a wish that you desire. I do feel like this wish is going to come true, but it does make me feel like there's something that's kind of like blocking these from coming in, and I don't know exactly what that is because I'm not seeing that right now, but I do feel like I feel there's a knowing, like you know something. So we have the Lover's card and the Sun in reverse. Ooh, I don't like the Sun in reverse. Like, maybe this is something with the Sun in reverse, like maybe this is something you're just not announcing. You could be unhappy about a situation and you're wearing a mask. You're just pretending things are okay. I get the vibe that you just know something is not bright, shiny, happy, successful, that sort of thing. But it could be the choice or decision you have to make to resolve that or to do something about that is very challenging. Yes, look at that, bottom of the deck, the Hanged Man. You feel stuck in a situation. I don't feel, I was going to say, I don't feel like you're going to be stuck for long. Next thing I want to say, Hermit card. I wanted to say, because I've seen the Hanged Man, the Sun, the Lovers, and the Hermit card, there's a lot of major arcana cards. And look, bottom of the deck, the Temptation card, the Devil, right? Ooh, so this feels very big. This definitely feels like a major life. I feel like crossroads. I feel like this Hermit, which talks about going within, discovering something, tapping into something. So I feel like doing soul searching as well. And I've felt this with this whole entire reading so far. I feel like you're going to discover something during this meditation, and I feel like it's going to offer you the keys to unlock some doors, some opportunities, the process, the movement, the way forward, right? Because I feel like you've been bound to something that may have been tempting at one time, but I now feel it feels more like restrictive and toxic, and that's just the vibe I get. Like, there's no happiness, there's no fun, there's no joy, there's no love, right? This is not bright and shiny. This is kind of like dull and dreary, right? Is how I'm feeling. Please take the time. I am just saying this. Please, 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 please take the time. Go within. Do some meditation. Free your mind, body, and spirit of any thoughts and, of any thoughts. Just let your mind, like all the stuff that I'm sure is bottled up in your mind right now, just free yourself of that during meditation and allow the divine to deliver the messages and the downloads you need. That's the truth, because it's going to bring you the truth and the clarity and the way forward of an ace of earth, a new beginning, the choices and decisions to make, the new path to take. That's what this is going to deliver for you. Please leave me a comment too please leave me a comment and let me know if this reading is resonating with you, and definitely I'll be holding energy for you to do that work, to go within, to do that meditation, to do that soul searching, to allow yourself to free your mind, body, and spirit so that you can discover what is, meant to be, what is meant to be your steps, your choices, that sort of thing, your direction. There's a card of dreams. This is from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck. You know what? And look, this is, you're working towards harmony in your life. Before I go any further, I just want to grab this other deck and I want to just see why this sun is in reverse. Tell us why this sun is in reverse. Give us information on why this sun is in reverse. Oh, first card, Temperance. I feel like you're trying to get balance, restore balance. I feel like there's something out of balance when it comes to your feelings, your emotions, your relationships. Underneath that was the Ten of Swords. I feel like there's been some sort of just like, Ten of Swords is a betrayal, right? I just feel like somebody's trying to hold something together that ultimately, on a soul level, they know it's just done, right? It's dull, it's dreary, there's no happiness, there's no joy, there's no success, it's just an epic fail. And I feel like, I hope that pride and ego isn't getting in the way, but like I said, I feel like it's more confusion or not really knowing the way forward or feeling like there are options. That's how I'm feeling about this. So again, I'm going to reiterate, please go into meditation. Please clear your mind, body, and spirit. Allow all of that stuff to just free itself or release from you. Like, what do you need to release? And allow the divine to deliver the messages and the answers that you need to move forward, is how I'm feeling this energy. So let's keep going, because I do see the dreams ahead. I do see your dreams in sight and a fresh start happening. There's innocence, a fresh start. Once this release takes place, there's the release again. It's out here twice. There's something that I feel somebody, I don't know, I feel like the first thing that's coming in through, I'm feeling as a download is someone's got a death grip on trying to hold something together that it's taking all the, like, sucking the life out of them, trying to hold something together that is meant to go, that is meant to be released, that is draining them mentally, emotionally, possibly financially. You are protected, and I do feel like there is, I don't know why, I do feel, because I'm seeing the angel up there, I kept feeling angelic presence. I keep feeling like there's, you have guides or ancestors or somebody protecting you and helping you, and it will be there for you along this journey, which I don't, look, shadow self. I feel like this is part of fears, doubts, insecurities. You see a person at a threshold right here. It looks like this person wants to enter. I feel like it's going to happen either way, because I see that lightning. It feels like a bolt of lightning coming from the sky. I kind of feel like there will be a tower moment at some point, like if you hold on to something for too long and you refuse to let it go, the tower comes through, the divine intervention comes through and removes it for you, right? Yes. There's a change of, there's somebody sees something differently. I do feel like it's going to require some sort of transformation, right? Like, this is like out with the old, in with the new. An old situation is dying, and it's time for change. We've seen them resolve the conflict, and I feel like that's within. I feel like there's something that you need to surrender and trust in the process of this transformation. And I do feel it will be a successful transformation. It just, change is not easy for all people. It's asking you to have the strength, courage, and confidence. Trust your intuition. So I do feel like this is a big deal. I definitely feel like this feels to me like a life-changing moment, like a, yes, a life-changing moment, releasing something, releasing what the toxic situations, connections, whatever it is that is that I feel keeping you bound and stuck and blocked from happiness, joy, love, success, victory. I feel like you're getting a brand new start. I feel like this is coming. It's all choices, about choices. We got the moon card, then the page of earth to the star card. I feel major wish fulfillment will come through with this. Um, but I definitely feel like it's going to take, a choice, conscious choice and effort for someone to be honest with themselves about the situation, be honest with recognizing what's toxic, and all of that stuff. So, wow, this felt like a heavy reading, Cancer. I'm sorry to deliver this, but this is what I'm seeing. I do feel like this full moon will absolutely be bringing these things up to the surface. We did see the moon right here, so I do feel like it's going to be these things coming up, even if it's from the subconscious. It's going to rise to the surface to be addressed. So I send you an abundance of peace, love, and light. I hope this message helps. Have a great day.